Hi everybody, Kim again from Sacred Elohim's Diamond Light and Pearl Ministries, and I'm here with another soundbite. As I said, out of the 2 young books, I'll be reading 1 or 2 readings in the week. I've decided I'm not going to quite follow the layout they got, so it gives me a little more material during the week instead of reading it daily. So now our next book we're going to read, I will read from, so you have some idea, is Jesus Always, Embracing Your Joy in His Presence, Sarah Young. So we're going to read January the 1st today. Now I know this is a little early, so I'm starting the devotional part of it a little early, so you can get some idea of the pattern that is going to develop with what we're doing besides the regular study material that we'll be going over, which I've got to come up with that yet, so it'll be a couple more weeks before I have it. So I'll be strictly doing the devotionals on Saturdays and Sundays and Mondays and Tuesdays possibly. But right now I'm just starting off, so we have everything up and running a little early before I get any further into Priscilla and that. So here's our reading for January the 1st, which is a Tuesday. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. As you begin a fresh year, rejoice that I am continually working newness into your life. Do not let recent disappointments and failures define you or dampen your expectations. This is the time to make a fresh start. I am a God, or Yahuwah, of unlimited creativity. Expect me to do surprising things in the year that stretches out before you. Today is a precious gift. The present moment is where I meet with you, beloved. So seek my face throughout this day that I have made, and I have carefully prepared it for you with tender attention to every detail. I want you to rejoice and be glad in it. Stretch forth signs of my loving presence as you journey along the path of life. Look for the little pleasures I have shown along the side your path. Sometimes it's a surprising place, and thank me for each one. Your thankfulness will keep you close to me and help you find joy in your journey. And the first verse she stresses, if you have a Bible with you, you can look, is Isaiah 43:18 and 19. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the desert and a stream in the wasteland. The next verse is from Psalms 118:24. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. The last verse is Psalm 16:11. You will show me the path of life. In your presence, in fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore. So that is your key thought for the notes for the 2 books today. Both from Yeshua's Calling and Yeshua Always. So, or Jesus, you can say either one. But nevertheless, these are the 2 little sound bites in a minute that I'm posting for this week. As I said, I haven't really decided how I'm going to do these 2 books together. I do know I'm going to be doing devotionals out of them each week, and we will recap those devotionals. And if there's any questions, you can post them in the comments below. I welcome them. If you're new to my channel or my YouTube channel, which in the future I will be taking it to Reddit and some other non-traditional means, but right now I'm just sticking with Facebook and YouTube. So YouTube goes to Facebook anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but eventually I'll be doing Reddit and some other ones, and eventually I hopefully hope to see you on TV in the future, if God blesses me. But right now, we're just going as is. I'm not there yet, and I've got a lot to learn, so just hang with me, and I'll hang with you, and we'll be hanging 10 together. Now, I haven't decided where I'm going to do Legacy or Breath first. I still got to do the notations on that, or just read straight from the book what Priscilla has and the other 2 have. I haven't filled that in yet. I've got to fill it in yet. But some of the stuff we'll be talking about is setting aside a day called a Sabbath, or the 7th day, and we will be going in sessions about a page and a half in a week. I haven't decided where I'm going to start it, but I will, in her book, I'm going to show, just for a recap, some of the material has outlines and others don't. Sabbath don't necessarily have the outlines, so I'll just read directly from the material since it's a small resource book. Just to recap on some of what Priscilla says about setting up Sabbath and how and when and stuff like that, and what's your most important. I will take the viewer guide and print it for you so you have it. It's already filled in, so you know what it's basically on and how. But basically, she's pretty much got it outlined. I don't have to do much. But still, nevertheless, I like to recap the particular session that I'm talking about when it deals with Sabbaths. So, Sabbaths are very important for me. They're a day of rest and reflection on my Lord. Sometimes I might do it one day. Sometimes I do it 3 days with fasting. It just depends. And it depends on you too. How do you do your day set aside for the Lord of rest? Do you study? Do you spend time with your church members or synagogue members? Or do you spend it alone? 3/4 of the time, I take 2 to 3 days, and I take 1 to 2 days, usually Friday and Saturday, to spend time with my Lord and you guys. And then I have Sunday, which I spend it with my church family, and then my regular family. So, I'm busy. So, as I said, this is just a little side note. As I said, Priscilla will be coming after the 1st, and some others. I will also be doing some readings from Jonathan Cahn. I want to start with the Book of Mysteries before we do the other 2. So, we've got quite a bit to cover and quite a few verses to cover, and there might be some other things added, but right now, this is our sign out in a minute.